Rosie is a kind yet lively tank engine. She sometimes helps out in the yard, but she also likes taking passengers and good trains on Thomas's branch line and the main line. One day she was resting in a siding when a loud whistle startled her awake.
Out of my way! Important engine coming through!
Bust my buffers! What's Spencer doing here?
I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out.
Rosie arrived back at the sheds and immediately puffed alongside the silver engine.
Spencer, why did you rush past me earlier?
Why did I, you ask? Why, because I'm an important private engine, and you're a small shunter.
I'm also important, but I never show off like you.
Don't make me laugh. I haven't seen you pull passengers before.
I do take passengers, though not as often. I work in the shunting yard most of the time.
Yes, shunting dirty trucks is the only thing you're good at. I'm not the one painted a silly colour like pink or red.
Leave Rosie alone, Spencer.
And speaking of red, I shall belittle her as much as I like, James.
Well, at least I didn't get lost in the fog.
Point taken. I did act silly, but I learned to wait until the fog clears up before travelling. At least I'm the only silver engine here.
You forgot about Stanley. He's silver.
Only his smoke box is metallic silver. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Duke and Duchess are expecting me at the station.
Silver show off. I want to prove to him that I'm a useful engine.
Rosie, as a friend, I would not waste your time with that speedster. Remember what happened when Thomas raced him?
I know. He pushed himself too hard and broke his brakes. Spencer thinks he's more important than us.
Well, if you want to prove Spencer wrong, I won't stop you. If you do so, you could. And that's my plan. What do you think?
That's actually not a bad idea.
Well, everyone gives me too much credit for being splendid. I'm just quite clever, aren't I?
Sure, James. I'll go tell the Fat Controller about this.
Rosie kept busy shunting in the yard until she had gained the courage to talk to the Fat Controller.
Excuse me, sir. Can I please talk to you?
Of course, Rosie. What is it?
Well, I had an encounter with Spencer, and he's been boasting again, saying that I'm not important, unlike him, and that I'm better off taking goods instead of passengers.
Rosie, you shouldn't let Spencer's words get to you. I know you're a really useful and kind engine.
Thank you, sir. However, I want to teach that silver speeder that he shouldn't be so boastful.
What do you propose?
With your permission, could Spencer and I have a race?
I'm not so sure about that, Rosie. However, you do look very determined to teach him a lesson. All right. Just this once, I'll allow Spencer and you to have a race. I'll contact the Duke and Duchess and tell them your idea.
Thank you, sir.
The Fat Controller headed back to his office and called the Duke of Boxford.
Hello. Good evening, Sir Stephen. What? Spencer has been boasting again? Oh, that's Spencer. I really should keep him on a tighter leash. Rosie? Well, if you're up for a good race, then so am I. It's time, Spencer. Be brought back down to earth.
Excellent. I'm thinking they can do something similar to what Thomas and Spencer did in the last race. We'll start preparing tomorrow. In the morning, I'll have Stafford and Philip set the trains.
Wonderful. I'll see you tomorrow, Sir Stephen.
The next morning, the Fat Controller arrived at the shunting yards, where Philip and Stafford were still sleeping.
Wake up, Stafford and Philip! I have an important job for you two.
What is the job, sir?
Rosie and Spencer will be having a race. They'll be pulling coaches and trucks.
Of course, sir. We'll get on it right away.
I wish I could join their race just like how I beat Gordon.
Not now, Philip. We need to go shunt the trucks and coaches. I'll get Rosie and Spencer's coaches. You can handle the trucks.
All right, Stafford.
Philip searched around the yard and soon got a line of 10 trucks, 5 each for the 2 racers. Stafford then attained the coaches for both engines and arrived back at the entrance of the yard.
Hey, Stafford, look! I got their trucks. Sir Stevens has mentioned 10 trucks, 5 for each of the racers.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yeah, the cabooses. I don't see any spare ones.
Hello, everyone. I brought supplies for the workers.
Excellent work, Samson. Our trucks didn't behave once.
I think we found a brake van. Samson, I was wondering if we could borrow Bradford at least for today.
I mean, we don't have any more trains for today. What do you need Bradford for?
Well, today Rosie and Spencer are gonna have a relay race on the main line. The Fat Controller wants them to pull passengers in cars as they need to deliver cars to the workstation.
Did you say Spencer?
Yes. Did you have an encounter with him before?
Last week, Bradford and I had an unfortunate meeting with him. He called me Silly Samson due to my impatient nature and the mistakes I made when I first visited the island of Sodor. Then he called Bradford Sergeant Hartman because Spencer thought that he was similar to R. Lee Ermey's character.
Full Metal Jacket is my favourite movie. Sure, the language is questionable, but I enjoy a good performance.
Well then, you're more than welcome to borrow my brake van for the race, if you're okay with it, Bradford.
Yes, I don't mind helping. I want to teach that silver show off a lesson.
Excellent. We'll need to find another brake van before everything is ready.
A whistle was heard in the distance. Thomas soon arrived in the yard.
Hello, everyone. Looking for one of these?
Oh, Thomas, you're a lifesaver. We needed an extra caboose for the big race.
I'm always happy to help out. Now, when is the race going to start?
Actually, in an hour. All the trains are prepped, ready to leave. Now to wait for the races. I wonder how Spencer will feel about pulling trucks.
Sir, you're not joking, are you? Why am I scheduled to pull trucks besides my coach?
Spencer, please don't complain. Sir Stephen needed another engine to help Rosie take an important train to the workstation.
Then why is she taking the entire train herself? After all, she's more suited for goods than me.
Actually, Spencer, Sir Stephen and I have decided to let you two have a contest just this once. Besides, after delivering the trucks, you'll be back to passengers.
Fine. If you need me to help the Pink Menace, I'll do it. I'll be at Crovan's gate before she's even left the yard.
At the sheds, Rosie soon awoke to the sight of Thomas and the Fat Controller standing close by.
Morning, Thomas. Oh, hello, sir. What brings you here?
Rosie, today you and Spencer will have a big race.
But, sir, isn't Spencer a lot faster than me?
Yes, however, with some help from Samson, we've come up with an idea to take care of Spencer.
What has Samson helped us with?
Oh, you'll see. It's a clever idea to teach that boastful engine a lesson.
Okay, let's go to the yard. I'll need to get prepared.
They headed out of the sidings. Rosie was wondering what the idea was. Soon after getting her oils wheeled, then filled up with water and coal, she was surprised to see some of her friends there.
What's all this? I see some familiar faces.
We wanted to cheer you on during the race with Spencer.
That silver show-off deserves to be put in his place.
We made a banner for you to give you a boost of luck in the contest.
You show that, Spencer. He shouldn't call you names.
If there was another engine who could participate, I wouldn't mind showing Spencer how fast I can go.
Rosie, since Stephen the Rocket couldn't make it, he wanted me to give you something.
Percy's driver handed Rosie's driver a horseshoe.
What's the horseshoe for?
A few years ago, I'd been having a case of bad luck. Stephen at Ulstead gave me that exact horseshoe as a lucky charm. After having lots of good luck, I thought the charm was working, eventually realising I had accidentally lost it. I noticed it was a coincidence I was having good luck without the charm.
Tell Stephen thanks for the horseshoe.
Of course. I know there isn't such a thing as lucky charms.
I'm sure the charm will come and help during the race, and karma will come Spencer's way.
In the distance, a familiar whistle could be heard.
Here comes trouble.
Yes, I'm here. Please, no need to applaud my arrival.
Good to see you, Spencer. You ready for the race?
More like, are you ready to lose? By the time you start, I've reached the finish line before you.
Don't listen to that shaft, Rosie. He's full of hot air.
Don't make me laugh, Thomas. In our last race, didn't you take a detour and get lost in the woods?
We don't want to hear your nonsense, Spencer. At least Rosie has supporters who believe in her.
Quiet, please! Rosie, Spencer, let's focus on the big race.
Of course, sir. Sorry about that.
Rosie, I can handle these trucks more easily than you. Where's our trains at?
Stafford, Philip, could you please bring our competitors the trains for the contest?
Sorry for the delay, Rosie. Here's your train. You show Spencer any engine can put him in his place.
Thanks, Philip. I'll try my best in the race.
I heard that, you little lemon lime. In your dreams that she'll beat me in this silly contest. Now where's my train?
Here you go, Spencer. Your trucks and coach are ready for you.
Finally. The sooner I get rid of these trucks, the better.
It's been a while, Spencer.
Who said that? Stafford? Did your voice get deep all of a sudden?
Stafford didn't say that, I did. My name is Bradford. We had a small encounter a while ago.
Ah, yes, the brake van who thinks he's Sergeant Hartman.
The name is Bradford. I'll be your brake van for this contest.
Could I please have a brake van who doesn't talk? Rosie, would you like to trade brake vans?
Sorry, Spencer. Our trains have been set. Why not spend time with Bradford and get to know him?
Okay, fine. If I must suffer pulling trucks and a brake van who can talk, I might as well get it over with.
Here's the rules of the race. You must get your trucks and brake vans to Crum's Gate in one trip. If any one of those are missing, you'll be disqualified.
Okay, sir. I'll try my best to deliver these goods to Crovan's Gate.
I'll have these trucks there before the day is up. Little Rosie will be there by tomorrow.
Not now, Spencer. You two will start here in the yard. You'll go to Knapford. There'll be a 5-minute wait as your passengers will board the coaches. Then you can continue the race as the last destination is Vickerstown for the passengers.
This'll be a fun race. I can't wait to start.
One last thing, you can take whatever route you like as long as you reach Crovan's Gate. If you need clean water, they'll be provided in special rest stops.
Ready when you are, Spencer.
Yes, ready, set, go. I'm revving to leave.
Let me start you off officially.
The workmen raised the flag, and soon the racers were off. Spencer immediately took off.
Silly little tank engine. I've got this race in the bag. Unlike my race with Edward, I'm not going to fall asleep.
I'm going to try my best and win this race.
Good luck, Rosie.
We'll be cheering for you, Rosie. Have fun racing.
You show Mr. Silver anyone can race him.
Spencer arrived at Knapford Station. The Duke of Boxford looked at his watch.
Excellent timing, Spencer. Now where's Rosie at?
I was hoping to give her some good luck during the race.
I'm sure you will see her at Vickerstown. Let's get going. I want to get these trucks delivered as soon as possible.
Hold on, Spencer. We need to wait 5 minutes before we can leave. That was the rules.
I think we're good, Bradford. I only have these passengers to take to Vickerstown.
Rules are rules. We must obey them no matter what.
Fine, we'll wait for Rosie to show up. Then once she does arrive, I'll be leaving right away.
After waiting a couple of minutes, Rosie arrived at the station.
Spencer? Why are you still here? I thought you only had 2 passengers and were out on the main line.
I was about to leave. Unfortunately, some natural force prevented me from leaving, as he wanted to wait 5 minutes as soon as you got here.
Well, hopefully it won't be too long for my passengers to get on board. You're welcome to start ahead of me, but I'm not going to lose the race.
All right, but I'll see you at Crovan's Gate. Come on, Bradford. We can leave now.
You can take off, but real slowly. Don't want your trucks complaining.
I'm sure I can handle these trucks. They won't complain to me. I'll bump them if they do.
Spencer's guard blew his whistle, and soon the silver engine took off. A few minutes later, Rosie was able to leave.
That silly big engine. Bradford is probably going to have him go slow. Then Spencer will start complaining, and will probably try many ways to get to the workstation.
I'm sure Bradford will get on Spencer's nerves and drive him crazy.
The driver was right. Out on the main line, Spencer was racing as fast as he could to reach Crovan's Gate.
That silly little tank engine doesn't know my plan. I'm going to get a few steps ahead of her in order to reach the station.
You better start slowing down, Spencer. I think we have a red signal ahead.
Oh, if there was a signal, then I would have seen it.
When I mean slow down, then slow down. Sorry, Duke and Duchess. Better brace yourselves as we're stopping.
Thanks for the warning, Bradford. We better hold on to that table, dear.
I am holding on tightly.
The brake van noticed they were heading for the special crossing that the express passes over. Bradford's guard immediately headed for the brake lever, unknown to Spencer. He heard a familiar whistle.
Wait a minute, that whistle sounds familiar. Gordon, look out!
Spencer, what are you doing? You're about to reach the crossing too fast!
Driver! Use your brake! Oh no!
Spencer, stop! Watch out!
Phew, that was close. Thank goodness I stopped in time.
Spencer, you silly engine! Why didn't you notice the red signal?
Well, excuse me, Gordon. I'm racing Rosie and want to beat her to Crovan's Gate.
I heard about your race from Vickerstown. You'll never make it to Crovan's Gate. She'll beat you before dinner time with the way you're going, not paying attention to signals.
I told him about not watching where he was going.
Be quiet, Bradford. Who asked you to butt into our conversation?
Have some respect for your brake van, Spencer. He just might save your life one day. Especially if you're being full of yourself.
Yes. Now, if you excuse me, I've got a train to deliver. Out of my way, Gordon.
Bradford, please. Teach him a lesson.
I heard that, Gordon.
Meanwhile, Rosie was putting her all into the race. She finally neared the junction. Nia and Mavis cheered her on.
You're doing well, Rosie. Spencer isn't too far ahead down the main line. He came by only 15 minutes ago, although I heard Gordon's whistle. So he just passed the express crossing.
You can do it, Rosie. You'll beat Mr. Silver to the workstation.
Thank you for the boost of encouragement. I'll get there or bust.
Look at Rosie go. I'm sure she'll be there before you know it.
Hopefully, she'll take on water in between stations.